Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make multicolored marshmallows at home. So you're going to need some unflavored gelatin, pure vanilla extract, gel food coloring, whatever colors you want your marshmallows to be, sugar, powdered sugar, and light corn syrup. You're going to start by getting a large mixing bowl and putting your 3 packets of unflavored gelatin and 3/4 cup of cold water into it and just let it sit there. Next, you're going to grab a small pot and add 1 cup of corn syrup and 1/2 cup of water, along with your 2 cups of sugar, granulated sugar to it, not your powdered sugar. So once you add all of that to your pot, you're going to put it on medium heat, low to medium heat, and it'll start bubbling. And once it starts bubbling all the way, you can see here, we put it on to high heat. So as it's on high heat, you're going to put a thermometer in it and see when it hits 240 degrees, and that's when it's done. Now, if you don't have a thermometer, it takes about 1.5 minutes, but I would recommend you get a thermometer, and I put a link to the one that I use below. So after that's done, you're going to take your bowl of gelatin from before with the water and slowly add your corn syrup mixture into it. And be very careful because obviously it's very hot. It's 240 degrees. As it starts to combine, you will then turn it up to a high on your standing mixer setting. So I put mine at about an 8 to 10. You just don't want it splashing out. And then you're going to set a timer for 5 minutes and just let that mix. While that's mixing, you're going to grab a sieve, which is a really fine mesh strainer, and I'll put a link to one below too if you don't have one. And you're going to put your powdered sugar in it and shake it over the top of your pan until it's completely covered, and this will keep the marshmallow from sticking. So once you're done with that, come back to your mixture and you'll see it's gotten very, very fluffy. And once the 5 minutes is up, stir a little bit longer and add in 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract until it's completely mixed into the fluffy mixture. So once that's done, you're going to want to very quickly move over and start separating your fluff into 3 different containers. Now, we're doing red, white, and blue, so it's 3 containers. If you're doing more than 3 colors, obviously you're going to need more bowls for that. So we put the white, and we left the white in the original container and put the other 2 containers for the red and the blue. So you'll add your gel food coloring, and it does take quite a bit to really get that bright, vibrant color that you saw in the beginning of our video. So don't be afraid to add a little bit more, but just note that if you use liquid food coloring, it will not work that well. You'll need a ton of it, so make sure you get that gel food coloring. And once again, in our blog post, we have links to where you can find all of these ingredients. So once that's done, you're going to just start blobbing the random pieces of, or the random colors throughout your pan until it's completely covered. So you see we're just alternating between red, blue, white. There's really no art or science to this, just kind of go with it until you've used up all of your fluff. Then you're going to grab a skewer and you're going to mix all of those colors together and kind of swirl them. So you'll see here, this is actually my friend Jackie helping out, and she's swirling all over because we wanted to make sure it was really mixed up. So once that's done, you're going to take your sieve again with your powdered sugar and cover it the whole entire top part so that nothing else is showing. So this is really important. And then the weird part is you actually have to use your hands to kind of smush down and make sure all the air pockets are out. It feels really funky, not in a bad way, just kind of a weird way. So once you're done with that, you're going to let it sit overnight. And then the next day, you'll shake off that top layer of sugar. And you'll notice your pretty design is still there. It's totally fine. And it's still really bright. So you don't have to worry about it not being able to see the color. It's just so that it won't stick. Now grab a knife and go around the edge of the pan just to get it to stop sticking. And we used a spatula here, and having a friend is really helpful. As you can see, using 3 hands instead of 2 is helpful. And it'll kind of just plop right out because of the powdered sugar on the bottom keeps it from sticking. Next, you're going to take scissors and cut your marshmallows into whatever size you want. Now, a pro tip here is to add a little bit of olive oil to your scissors so that it doesn't stick. And this was actually a lot easier than we thought it was going to be. We thought it was going to be a lot stickier, but it actually cut very easy, and we just cleaned our scissors every once in a while when it got a little too much marshmallow gunk on it. Now, when you actually cut the marshmallows, you need to cover each side that's sticky in sugar so that it doesn't stick to other marshmallows and to other surfaces. So you'll see here we covered them again, and then when you brush it off, you can still see the colors fine. and you're all done. So we made some big marshmallows, and then we even cut some into tiny marshmallows as well for bite-sized snacks. And of course we used the giant monster ones for some nice big s'mores. So we had a lot of fun with this one, and they tasted delicious. I'm actually not a marshmallow person for store-bought ones, but I think the homemade ones are super good. If you try it out, let us know what you think. We'd love to see what colors you come up with and how they turn out. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and hope you have a great 4th of July.